What's going on, folks? I just wanted to show you this knife that I bought about a month ago, and I've been carrying it pretty much every day ever since. Um, it's pretty awesome. This is a custom fixed blade. I picked it up on Bladeforums. The maker is JoshRG, I believe. His Bladeforums ID is JoshRG, and his Instagram is @GallardoKnives. He makes some pretty cool stuff. It's all pretty similar to this kind of EDC utility fixed blades. This one's 7 3/4 inch overall, and with a 3.5 inch cutting edge. And it's got kind of cool material. This is Thunderstorm Kevlar. Let's see if I can get this to focus here. So this is Kevlar with copper wire in it. It looks pretty cool, but I'm not gonna lie. There's a little piece. Sometimes a little bit of that copper wire does come up, and can be pretty unpleasant, although it comes like that one I just knocked off just now. But the fit and finish on this knife is fantastic. You know, I have some other custom fixed blades, and usually in this area here, it'll be slightly uneven. You know, you'll just, and at the butt here, usually there'll be a little bit of a cockeye or something. Not so with this knife. This is very well made. Very well made. It's got, I'm guessing it's G10. So it's got a black G10 liner, maroon G10 liner, and then it's got the Kevlar. And then here on the collar for the bolster, it has red G10, black G10, and red G10. And then this polished carbon fiber. The blade is AEBL. Hardened to 62 Rockwell. This thing came very sharp. I bought this new, and it is a really great size to just carry. I'm mainly just making this video. You know, these small time custom makers are a great place to get knives because they're at a reasonable cost. Most of his knives go between $180 and $250, and you know, if you were to get something like this from, Fiddleback Forge, it would be $400, $450. But, I mean, this is very well made. Very well made. It is ground pretty much perfectly. It's just a real pleasure to gawk at and to use. It's flat ground, and it's 130 thousandths thickness, which I think is a really good compromise for this kind of medium size or kind of a little bit larger size EDC knife, because it's still pretty thin, so it slices pretty well, but it's it's thicker. It's you could use it for a little heavier things. And I haven't had any issues with chipping. Some of the tasks I do that do chip some blades, especially if I try to use like a traditional folder, such as really cramming down on really heavy zip ties. That's something that I got to do every day, and that'll definitely chip a really shallow grind on 1095, like on my GECs. I can't use them for that. So that's one of the reasons why I carry a fixed blade, and it's just a lot nicer for breaking down boxes using something like this. The pocket knives are more for food prep and just cutting up paper and this and that, just little stuff. But if you want to do anything considerable, something like this is great. It's got great ergonomics. That kind of sharpest edge does get in your palm a little bit, but I've used it for a fairly long time, and I've not had issues with hot spots. I'd like to get a cool leather lanyard for this thing. But yeah, I carry this in my back right pocket every day, and it's kind of hard to do that in front of the camera. The sheath, there's a little bit of rattle, unfortunately. I'd like to get a leather sheath for it. But with this setup, I got it in my pocket, and I can pull it out and put it back in while this stays in my pocket because it's pushed up against my wallet, so it's not an issue. But yeah, I just wanted to show this knife. It's a really beautiful knife. There's his little mark, the J for Josh Gallardo. But yeah, for the price, I've got about four custom fixed blades, and this one is definitely spot on. Very happy with it. This one's going to stay in my collection for a long time, if not forever. And I haven't sharpened this, by the way. It is still hair popping sharp. Fresh from the maker. A little bit of scratches from the Kydex there. Really cool knife, really cool knife. That Thunderstorm Kevlar is definitely unique. You don't see that really ever. Like I said, the copper, I don't know. But it looks pretty cool. It almost looks like kind of like a canvas micarta. See how it's woven there. Cool stuff. All right, I just figured I'd share that with you folks. All right, take care.